Power flows to the one who knows how. Desire alone is not enough. Freedom is the right of all sentient beings. Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost. Autobots, roll out! We cannot let the humans pay for our mistakes. Autobots! Now, reap the whirlwind! One shall stand, one shall fall.
Hello everyone.
We're live. Hello, everyone.
We're live again.
Hey.
We made it barely in time. Just
Barely.
just a small delay. More because they were like, oh, just push content, and then people were saying there's the wrong gore effects, and then it's like try to type stuff and fix things. And try to prepare the stream, but it's all good. Yeah, I think there is an extra effect. We'll fix it soon, and then we'll be everything will be fine. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Never mind that. Let's start by saying some hellos to people. I'll start with Twitch. So hello, Papi Bless, Lord Drygear, Sorrow Knight, Skinny33, Zaycast, Jake 14576, Empty Nylon, Rowdy Kong, and Soundmaster Zero.
Nice. I will check Facebook since you stole Twitch off me.
Yes.
Hello to Nathan Webb. We've got Nathan tuned in. We've got Christoph. He's tuned in. Brian, hello to you. We've got Lefterius. Sorry if I said your name wrong. And that's all we've got. And Christoph says Hola Hyro.
Hello.
There we go. So that's
That's okay. That's Facebook. So from YouTube we have Deadpool or Deadpool, Cornel Bensky, William Wilkinson, Yelik saying, "Hey guys, Overlord, Rich Pajarillo, hello everyone, JC Miss, Overlord, the real Overlord, Big Bronze Rim, Matt Polly, and others visiting us from YouTube."
Cool. So welcome everyone. So in this stream we're gonna be showing you a few things. We're gonna be showing you the Trick and Trick event for Halloween. That's gonna be live this weekend. We're gonna be showing you the new combat bots that we're also gonna be releasing this new weekend, Giza and Dazzle Strike, and we are gonna be showing you the next bots coming up, which is Blair and Runabout. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. I just have adrenaline spike from having to fix a thing like 1 minute before the stream, so I need to break down.
Well, I can tell you, Yanis, so many people are excited for Blair and Runabout. It was a suggestion in Discord which was just ongoing. And I was just watching these suggestions and I was like, I just want to approve them.
You
I
know,
didn't want to spoil it.
Like I just want, when we're gonna do the next stream and Blair is gonna be out and he's gonna be part of the story, I just want to make him to just talk like him. I'll do the voice. I'll just shotgun that. It's his mind.
Well, I don't think we'll actually show him next stream because next stream is on the 11th, but I think that is before. Is that after End of Saga? I think it is, isn't it?
No, it's during the end of Saga, so it's the perfect timing.
It's
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing.
You're getting that voice then.
Yeah, or if not then there will be the week after. Don't worry. Blair is gonna be staying around for a while, so he's gonna be a fun character to play. But yeah, let's move on and start with the event. Let's hopefully everything goes well there. Yeah, they do position stuff correctly. But yeah, Hyro, take it.
Yes. Okay. So trick and treat, because Cybertron or Transformers at the Wars things are both. It's a trick and it's a treat at the same time. You can see a cool image there, like a phantasmagoric bludgeon. And the event is an easy one. You have been fighting for 2 weeks, 1 million. It's been hard, we know, and you deserve a well-deserved easy weekend. It's a super XP. And you can, as you can see, you can win up to 150,000 spark, a lot of alloy and energon that it will go to your inventory, so you can use to your convenience. Then a lot of 4-star shards, and then 3-star shards, and a lot of premium shards. But the cherry on top of the pie is the back of 3 chests. It's a very special chest because each contains equal chances, so it's 50-50 to either drop a trick in the form of 5 Crim 6, random Crim 6, battle boosters, or some, you don't see that there. Unfortunately, you see that when you have them in the inventory. But or it's 35-star shards. So the 50% chances are easy to see because you will get a lot of 5-star shards. You can do this 10 times, so it's 10 of this bag of tricks, and that's a lot of rewards to get from this event.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a break. I know people and rightfully complain about the 2 1 million events, one after the other, but one was always scheduled to be 1 million. The 5-star event wasn't, and people asked to extend it because they want to get for more 5-star shards. I think next time at that point we should just protect them by not actually listening to feedback. And
it seems so.
I think it's because we've always had 1 million 5-star events. So I
suppose the special scenario was the Titan event.
Yes, Titan is a special event, and I'd probably say a 5-star event now is a special event because it is a 1 million event.
Yeah. Well, not this one. I mean, we wanted to make things interesting but easy. So in order to make this kind of chest super interesting at this event also, we went for it. Some 5-star shards extra for you from this saga. Easy peasy, so you can play some time, get all of them, and that's the idea for this weekend.
Cool. Yeah, so that's the event. What else? What do we have to do? What do we have here?
We have dialogue. We have 2 challenge battles. If we want to show Giza, if we want to show also a Halloween one. We have 4 dialogues because last weekend we skip it, so we can play just the first one and do the dialogue.
Let's do that. Let's do some dialogue.
Okay.
Where is the screen? Are we looking at the stream for the screen?
Oh, you don't see it. You have to go to Restream in order to see
right.
it.
Okay.
Or you can go to the Twitch or see it from there.
Well, that would be a small delay on the Twitch, so you might want to see it on the restream.
Okay.
Well, I'll just start because I'm ready. So, broadside to auto base, airborne and waiting locator vector.
It's not updated for me yet. I'm sorry.
Cairo?
There we go.
I don't see it moving from.
Roger that, broadside. I got it.
I might do a solo thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Star Saber Elita 1 Trailbreaker, you in your standby positions. We are Blaster, but no sign of the Vogue, whatever it is as yet. As well as being mobile and very fast, it must have some kind of stealth mode.
Yeah, me and Melody can kind of figure that was the case. That's why, in a few moments anyway, Dazzle Strike will be on the case.
His hyper-keen olfactory sensors will sniff out its alien spoor in no time.
And anyway, when's he due to make Earthfall?
About now.
Yerp, what a rush. And wow, whole new sensory package to process.
Yup, what a rush. Sorry, Giannis. Wait.
You wanna lie?
I think you're further behind.
Oh, I'm even further behind. Yeah, sorry.
Dazzle Strike, go to heavy on the team. that snout of yours picking up everything of evoke nature.
Let's see. Snuff, snuff. Yeah, got something. Matches that bit of satellite you sent me. Bearing south, southwest.
Okay, let's move. We got anything in Sector 9 this Spitzer might be headed for. We haven't, but the cons have. One of their auto center bases.
That's not far. In jet mode anyway. On my way.
Likewise.
Burning rubber as we speak. Do we have eyes on the prize?
We do. Not sure what category of vehicle that is. It's like a launch skimmer without runners but not rigid. It's almost segmented, moves like a snake, and
What, Broadside?
it's gone. Oh. Well, to be continued. It's a lot like 30 more dialogues for you to enjoy.
You have 4 of them. Yeah, there are 2 already live. That's why they like good. I just went quickly to the game and I was first forwarding until catching up.
So you cheated.
I cheated.
You cheated. Use the game. Damn. Yeah, I was too far behind.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a problem when I share from like Unity because I don't share the screen to.
Yeah.
to
And
the things.
we have literally like 5 screens with the different websites and then the Zoom and then the restream. So
It's okay, cool. So that was the dialogue, and I guess we could move on straight away to the new combat bots. So yeah, so we have, as you saw, Dazzle Strike and Giza are the new combat bots joining us this week. Dazzle Strike, they're pretty. I think it's like Fabian actually designed them. It's unfortunately he couldn't have the time to join us. So quite similar to Lionizer. So as a sword, Dazzle Strike increases normal damage by 4%. And dazzles enemies for 10 seconds every 20 seconds, reducing the range by 80%. If your board dies, Dazzle Strike turns into a robotic lion with 3,788 health. So it's similar, like it has an effect. It enhances your normal damage, but also when the bot that actually has Dazzle Strike and Giza dies, then they will just spawn out as another troop, and they will actually join you on the battlefield. So let's see how they look. Let's get them a Windblade.
let's see what I have to watch. There. Wow, Yanis, so many 5 stars.
That's not my account. I wish. So yeah, that was Dazzle Strike, and we can see them into the stream screen. Yeah, he's similar in shape to Lionizer, but kind of has a different effect. Lionizer is kind of like more fire. He's more kind of like flashy lights, I guess. And we can also show Giza and maybe Megatron. Wait. Yes, there he is.
For a start.
Giza is a bit more different, but also a bit cool.
Oh, nice. It's like a saber.
That's cool. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
like a lightsaber, isn't it?
It's like a
Scimitar.
kind of like a bad thing flying around, and also like it's nice that your board has like he has like kind of a punch of thing.
When you unlock it, there is this dialogue with Sights and Giza, and the bird and the little bird, it really looks like a Pokemon battle.
So yeah, I guess we should do a small demo of them in battle.
You have the challenge battle also.
Yeah, is that the Spooky Challenge battle or no? That's
No,
that's-
it's we have 2, the Spook and the other one.
the
So the
Spook
one
is
with
different.
so before this one.
Okay, so who has him? He is Rhinox. Yes, him. Cool. All right. So let's go. Don't even know what they're doing, but we'll figure it out.
Let's see. We're watching you, Yanis.
No pressure. Like
we are
No
watching.
pressure at all.
I've not actually used any of these new characters, so I have no idea what they're doing. So we like Rhinox is the one that has Dazzle Strike here. Rush into battle. Let's get Cheetor up there, smash things up. So that was, I think, the Dazzling effect. That was actually reducing the range of the defenses.
It looks like a glowing ball.
Yeah.
We've got a comment about the new combat bots. So will they have the same target issues as Tombot and Eraser because they're airborne? I think they're looking at.
Well, it's not like, it depends how they're structured. Like, so Dazzle Strike is ground, so it's definitely not. That depends, like, what people say about targeting issues. Like, a lot of people just, I guess, assume we know everything. It's like I don't know of any targeting issues or targeting behavior. Is what people targeting Dazzle Strike or sorry Giza? Is that a problem, or Tombots like hitting buildings? I don't know which one they're referring to. I probably will have to get him to die in order to show him as a bot. I don't think he's a real flyer there because we need to be parity. So he's probably kind of like, he's just hovers, but he's counted as a kind of a ground troop. So I don't think you're probably gonna be the same issues as Stoneboard, which a lot of them are actually to be fixed by now. But of course, someone will correct me and say, "Oh no, it's still breaking there."
I'm just trying to see if there's any questions. If you do have any questions about the combat bots, do get them in the chat.
Come on, someone kill Cheetor. So we can see
I think Blaze has mentioned Tombot doesn't get targeted by defenses.
Well, it's meant to not be targeted by defenses because he's a flyer. And that's his benefit. Both Eraser or Tonebot can only be targeted by a number of defenses because they fly, and that's what gives them more survivability. This won't be the case with these new guys because, well, the added effect from staying behind and doing some damage is secondary to the extra damage that the bot does when you have him equipped. So he's not gonna be the same targeting pattern as Tonebot and Eraser, where people only a couple of defenses can target him, and also like some gunners can target him or stuff like that.
I'm Warpath saying, is there a combat bot designed for wall busting damage?
I think so from the top of my head, there are a couple, like Pteraxodon does damage to everything, but it's not really. So he does damage everything around you, so that will probably damage a lot of the wall pieces. Smashdown also does smash damage, so that adds extra damage against walls. But there's nothing specifically to do extra damage on walls. But I mean, yeah, Smashdown and Pteroxodon I think should be the best ones to deal damage against any targets. And sorry, any walls. But yeah, so that's Dazzle Strike and Giza. Don't know if there's any questions. We probably didn't demonstrate them as well. But they will be coming up. But yeah, I mean, they are similar to Lionizer, extra damage, and then the dazzling effect is a different one. So, and that is actually reducing range of any buildings that actually are around him. So you probably will get hit less because the buildings will not have as good range as they had to.
Sure. I'll keep looking for questions on the combat bot. We have one here from Vincent. He says, does Dazzle Strike Blind trigger Trenchfoot as status effect?
What?
Does Dazzle Strike's Blind trigger Trenchfoot's status effect? No?
don't know what the effects he's talking about. Transfoot
Okay.
transfoot effect? Oh, what is
Um,
transfoot adding like extra range on the?
yes.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, I mean,
uh,
I've not designed them, so like I really can't tell like what exactly they're doing in kind of
sure.
like I've not actually tested. So like if I've been the designer, like you will know all the extra details. You can find out and get some information for people that have the questions.
Sure. Yeah. Trenchfoot increases damage against defenses that are slowed down, stunned, etc. Lord Jagger is asking, does it also work in outposts? Did you do any testing with
It
outposts?
should be working on an outpost because that's the effect on the board itself, and then it just doesn't matter what kind of environment you are under. It will just apply to anything surrounding him.
Sure. Sunstreaker Wazza says, you guys know there's a problem with the bundles currently, right? Yep. We're aware that Autobots can't see one of the bundles. I think you are pushing them all live right now, aren't you, Hyro?
Yeah, the Autobots counterpart is live also.
Ah, there you go. So if you don't see the bundles, if you just, I think they will just need to reload their game or just go back into it and it should be there. Cool. Let's see if there's any questions. If you do have any questions, do get them in. Blaze says, for later in the stream, I saw in the newsletter a bit about the effects that don't affect the HQ. Can you expand or clarify these restrictions?
I mean, I think he's referring to Snapdragon.
Snapdragon, yes,
Yes.
Snapdragon, yeah.
So like over like a lot of through the whole game, like we have stopped any effect that does extra damage of actually getting an effect on the HQ. So there's a lot of like glass gas, there's glass missiles, there is the some of the cores that do extra damage when they hit, there is the white Kremzig. We have stopped all that from adding extra effect on the HQ because HQ by itself, if you check it out, like especially on the low levels, it's like 10,000 like health. So the whole game was designed like any abilities or anything extra should be doing half the damage on the HQ so you cannot actually snipe it from afar with like an ability or you just rush it and destroy it. That's why warriors, any meal damage always do like half the damage on these targets. So we have been having reports of Snapdragon being OP and being able to solo maximum bases, but the few like things we have seen was not actually like we couldn't understand what the problem is, like why people were complaining. But we found out over the weekend that Snapdragon, when he actually rushes Mach 3 on the HQ itself, because of his ability that adds double the damage on that specific target that you rush to, that was getting applied on the HQ. So you had Snapdragon hitting on the HQ, and then he would just melt the HQ in like a couple of seconds before all the defense could actually come around and kill him. And in a situation like that, that's game breaking. That's like there's nothing people can actually do to stop it. So it was definitely a bug and would definitely be removed and had to be fixed. That double damage still exists on any other target. The rest of the ability still works as designed, but as I said, it's anything that enhances damage should never be on effect on the HQ, because then otherwise like you can't defend, you can't do anything against it, and it's just like it makes everything really easy. So yeah, we removed that, and in further cases, I hope our playtesters and everyone else, like anytime they see something like that, they should highlight it that should not be allowed. I know a lot of the times they have been asking us recently, should this be allowed on the HQ? In this case, like that, it should never be allowed.
Sure.
By the way, what effects fix is life?
Cool.
Oh, that's good to know.
It was only one extra effect, so
Yeah.
but it was extra, like I think the extra health and damage on the outpost bots. I think it was because when we were testing it, I had that. Some people were saying, "Oh, maybe it's still not hard," and I had that into the back burner. That's why. But maybe playtesters actually tested it, but when we reported it on the newsfeed, we didn't include it, so it's out for now. So you get it a bit easier than it could have been.
Sure. Skinny33 says, so far new war effects are not what we thought. I don't know if that's if if they're too hard or too easy. probably sure
Like,
it's.
I mean, there is some challenge. There is challenge, especially when you play with specific bots. And we know that, and that's why we want to have like a treadmill of effects, so we won't stay for long. So I think the plan is to change them every 4 weeks and go to another effect. And yes, there is a lot of bots like that do fire damage that would be actually in a worst case scenario in this effect, but we might do an effect down the line that would be electric fire or stun damage. So Elita 1, Star Saber, all these guys are gonna have reduced damage. And this is more kind of like we want people to be able to use different like squads. If you always have one squad that you always use, it becomes really easy, and then just like, oh, just gonna deploy the same bots every squad, every fight, and just win. So we just want to give people options, or the same with the hack, like disabling a couple of buildings. Yeah, it makes it much harder for the players that uses blades and bomb and sorry perceptor, but also like makes you actually like, I mean, when you have these things like it's really hard to make defenses that don't actually are not punished by that, or really you have to spread them out and then allows for other strategies. So players will need to adapt for a bit, but they will get back to it. But as I said, also we are working on things that will enhance that give an option for players to combat AD hack or combat rushes. So like there will be difficulties in the future. That's why it's better for you to start different to use different squads, because if you just use on one specific element of that, you're gonna have some troubles going forwards. Because we do want not as easy, but we do want to give options to players to combat specific strategies. At the moment, yeah, like you can be Rust, or you can have like people like Rust and pop all the outposts, and there's nothing you can do about it. Or if you have blades, you can pretty much like use the whole half of the base to destroy itself. There should be some options that you will have to sacrifice some other things in order to bring in the battle. So yeah, things
Yep.
will change.
Sure.
But hopefully, I mean, we don't want to make any bots useless, and there's all gonna be use, and there's gonna be setups that will make it able to work.
Nice. Soundmaster Zero says, any update on the next batch of Ability 11?
Hmm?
Any update on Ability 11?
Uh, like yeah, we're gonna get it into line to work, but I mean, we're currently just put a new 5-star poll, so we'll be working on that. And then also at some point we'll probably start announcing what will be the next ability level 11. We have a few other projects too. Of course, like as I said, like we want to focus a bit on defense too. Like people are asking more 5-star bots, more ability level 11, but defense needs a bit of love. So there will be, I think, some additions on defense, maybe before ability level 11. I will see.
Cool. YJ says, I quit the game yesterday because I spend a bunch of money to help my team get Tripticon, and then that second base is just ridiculously difficult. I'm never coming back to the game again. We've seen players get past like the second. I'm not sure if he's on about node 2 and then base 2, but it does get harder as you go on, doesn't it, Yanis? You're supposed to spend, you're supposed to farm your XP. I think a lot of players are going into Titan Assault without farming their XP and thinking they will do better.
XP doesn't really matter that much. It helps you on the long run, but the perks are not really what is usually the most power. Like most power is you get the spark, you level up your combiner, your Titan, and then he becomes a bit stronger. The only thing you can increase by XP, the Titan perks, is you add an extra slots in your attacks, and that kind of doubles in some scenarios the damage that your Titan does, or gives you some protection. Like a lot of people from the first time around were able to defeat the first node, but also this mode is not designed for you to finish it. It's never designed for that. It's kind of like it's gonna be something like when you manage to max your or get near to the top level of your maximum Titan, then and only then you will be able to defeat it. It's meant to be kind of like you do this 10 or 15 minutes every week, and you get the Titan Spark, and you'll slowly level up your Titan. For us, the idea for that event, for that game mode was okay, we have the Titans, but you don't really get to use them. They are on kind of like on a support format. So it would be nice to give you something that you can actually deploy them and actually hit a base with them. And also we need to find a way to give you Titan Spark, because like otherwise Titan Spark will have been in bundles, so things you have to buy to get them. Possible for events, but again that will allow spenders to just be able to get much more and advance faster. There's no other mechanic because it's not like combiners that we put them in like the spark for duplicates or anything like that. So for us, like, what's the quick mode that maybe some people enjoy to destroy some bases and get like resources by just playing the game for a couple of hours every week. And that's why Titan Assault exists. It wasn't kind of like Titan is Titan Assault. It's more like how can we give the Titan Spark in order for people to level the Titan and maybe have some fun smashing some bases. And there will be challenges. The bosses are meant to be hard. They are meant to gatekeep you for like a couple of weeks or 2 weeks or 3 weeks until you get to the level that you can beat them. And that's where the challenge is. But some people like actually proven us wrong, and from the first week actually defeated the end boss and actually progress a bit quicker. And maybe in the future some other people actually prove us wrong again and they keep progressing faster and faster. But I will just leave it to the players after a point.
Yeah, that was the best answer possible, but he did mean the campaign. He did clarify it, but I didn't want to interrupt you because you were doing so well. So yes, the campaign on base 2 is so tough. But I see a lot of players have recommended take all your bots to the left. It'll be much easier.
I mean, the campaign is, I guess, the hardest campaign we've done in a way. There are ways you can tackle them without having massive squads. People were saying you can rush around, and there are actually ways you can shortcut it. But it is the first time because it's an HQ 17 feature that we kind of like. I think Fabian said there's a bigger kind of like you need a stronger squad than any other campaign we have done before. But I mean, you could have just asked players' feedback and or opinion, because there's a lot of people that would actually just use like tracks or cap, like go behind the base or do some other strategies instead of just going further up the gut and then getting punished. But yeah, it was on the harder campaign, but also I guess you're HQ 17, so I think it's a good training thing.
Cool. Fabian actually posted on Discord some information about the new combat bots that I'll just read out. It says the dazzle effect hovers above targets. The enemies affected by the range reduction will have a blue icon above them. They also work on defense, which means they will also reduce the range of enemy bots. So,
nice.
Just some information there. So,
and that's probably the attacking range, not the technique range. So bots can still fire as far, but they will have to come closer. It's gonna be fun to see.
Papiules has an offer for you, Ioannis.
Mm-hmm.
He says, if I name a planet in my next Transformers comic series, the Ioannis, can I get thrust in the next 5-star badge?
Well,
I mean, the vote's close. I mean, the vote is close. The vote is very close.
He might win, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if because we have two bots like done by the community. I don't know if I want to put another third really strong bot into this. Wait, is that Thrust Strafe's partner?
Strafe,
Not Dirge. Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah, like I'm a bit confused sometimes on the Deception side. There is possibility.
I mean, the top 3 in the public poll are Sky, Lynx, and Blitz, Slash and Ripper Snapper, and Tigerhawk and Waspinator. They are the top 3 that players are fighting over. Well, top 2 is Slash and Ripper Snapper and Sky, Lynx, and Blitz. It's out of those. It is out of those. There is literally maybe about 80 odd votes between them. So yeah, we'll see what goes on in that vote. The voting does close soon on Sunday at midnight, so make sure you do take part in the 5-star poll. It's in the newsletter, just join the Discord. Okay, can we see Blur and Runapan? They are...
Wait, I need to prepare for that, but yeah, you can definitely see that.
They are going crazy.
Alright, let me prepare that. We can do some other questions, but...
Yeah, we can do some other questions around. Let's see. Did you catch any other, Dale? Or...
Fabian has also mentioned they're both considered ground for clarity as well.
Okay.
So yeah, even if the combat bot is kind of flying, it's still a ground bot.
Cool. Optimus Rodimus 1980 is asking about Blue Streak. We don't have plans for a character yet. We don't know when or if it will be a leaderboard, but the moment we know, you will be the first one to know. Yeah, but yeah, no, we like some classic G1 characters, but we don't have plans from Blue Streak.
I like we release new like some of them Blair is like, where is the other like G1 character? It's gonna come, guys. Like we're slowly going through all of them.
What else?
Someone says on the subject of getting to play with our new toys, how about leaving them in elimination mode? Is a comment, but I think we're kind of clear on that one, aren't we, Yanis?
Yeah. So I had a big, like I mean I was being asked by the playtesters as I actually declare my opinion why Titans should not be in elimination mode. Elimination mode was always about like how can you maximize the bots you have, and it's more kind of geared for big collectors to be able to like, okay, I have all these bots, I've not just focused on 2 squads, I have low leveled everything, and then maybe I can use like my 6-7 squads to get like a lot of resources and get enough that I need for certain energy. You don't have to go through all your bots, but I mean you can just do like your top bots and 2 top squads and some solo power levelers, and then get as much energy as you need, and then you should probably be fine. So that was what the strategy of elimination mode was like. Make the most of your bots, see what kind of squads you can do after you burn through your favorite squads or your favorite characters, and see if you can actually do it. By adding combiner, that is we use to be able to destroy the HQ, or by Titan that later on is going to be doing a lot more damage on the whole base, you cheapen that experience. And yes, it's easier, yes, it's fun for some people, but it just clashes with what the whole point of the thing is. If I can, get 1-star bot and then have a combiner just rush to the HQ and destroy the HQ, then yeah, it's fun, but you're not really doing what the purpose of elimination mode should be, trying all your bots. So no, combiners are not gonna be doing. If I could actually not remove combiners totally from elimination mode, that was a hindsight. But Titans, they are gonna go away, I'm afraid. And because yes, the first ability is destroy one building, it's okay, it's not really that damaging. You get to a 5-star level and the zone 12 base probably gonna melt half of it with some of the 5-star Titan abilities. So in order to get ahead of the problems gonna have when that happens, no, we're gonna remove Titans from elimination mode. And I know that no one's gonna be happy about this, but I'm afraid that's gonna happen. Alright, let's move to something nice and positive. Let's see Blair. Blair is here! Faster
look
than
at
the speed of
him.
light.
Do the
Wow.
talking, Yanis.
I have nothing to say right now, but if I had, I will just do something and I'll tell you about it.
Nice. He looks amazing.
Yeah. Well, this has been one of the most requested on Discord for a long time, and
Oh.
here it is.
Here is Blair at last. So he transforms into a weird Cybertronian car. And he's faster than anything. People are asking about his class. He's special, as you can see from the symbol. So that much is already kind of done. I think he's a special range class. Though, as a spoilers, he might do something different in normal attacks. He might have a different behavior than other kind of special ranged, giving him a bit of an edge up. And playing with his abilities also looks pretty impressive. And yeah, I think it's gonna be. People are gonna be happy with him, and we're really excited to have Blair into the game. But let's show some Decepticon some love and do runabout. Sorry.
They're brothers.
They're brothers. They're easily like. He's also one like I guess we had Runamag, so Runabout was always around the corner. So it's nice to have the 2 pair of them into the game.
He looks badass.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gun.
The helmet.
Oh, there's some weird stuff happening there.
Oh yeah. of
That
course.
is amazing, isn't it? We've got some comments on YouTube. Matt Polly says he looked awesome. Runabout looks cool. We've got some other comments. Looks great. One of my favorite characters. Yeah, they love it.
So yeah, Blair and Runabout coming soon into the game. I think it will be in 2 weeks' time.
That is correct.
It's gonna be a Alliance Totalizer event, not a leaderboard this time around, so you can relax. So everyone will have a chance to get them. Well, some weird behavior happening because probably Unity.
Unity.
Runabout special ability.
We can't talk about it because we still haven't even given it to the playtesters. So like
Yeah.
we still need a couple of rounds of feedback before we can actually start talking about them. So I won't. I mean, there will be something about speed. You definitely have to have speed when it comes to Blair and Runabout. So where's Blair?
Nice. Maybe we can jump into a trivia because it's related to them.
Yeah, let's do some trivia.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you want to start then?
Yeah, sure. I'm just finding it because there's lots of comments in here. Where are we going? Okay, so in the '86 movie, Blur was voiced by Motormouth John Muschietter, but John is more famous for another '80s toy brand. Do you know which one? Put your answer in YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook, whichever you use, with your HQ, your name, and your alliance.
Nice. This guy really speaks fast. I was looking for some videos and it's amazing. Looking, yeah, don't forget if you have the answer, player name, HQ level, and alliance name so we can find you.
Yep.
So yeah, we're asking the guy that voiced Blair in the movie or also in the series. Is that correct?
It is, yeah.
Which other franchise he was really famous about voicing someone from?
Yeah, in the '80s, '90s toy brand. If you know that, put it in the chat with your name, HQ, and alliance. See some comments coming in. Let me just see if we've missed any questions.
I'm gonna fish for some winners. Meanwhile, unless you have them already there.
I don't have any winners at the minute. I'm just double checking if we have any questions.
Okay.
Cool. Going back to the chat. We're gonna keep showing them. Is there any other questions outside? If people have any questions about Titans or anything, they're like it's a big good opportunity to ask stuff.
Yeah.
I know Titans are fresh to everyone's. I mean, it's pretty fresh, and there's a lot of questions going around. So we can probably help or advise or talk about some stuff.
We do have one related to wars again.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on temporary buffs to certain bots which last for 4 weeks to promote more diversive usage of different bots that people don't use? So it'd be like a temporary buff for,
So they want, I guess, to buff specific characters for temporary time in order to use them in wars. I mean, we used to do something like that. We had back in the day. I think there was a time where gunners were taking like half the damage or something, or getting increased health, and that was I think when we were also getting a chance to test some of the buffs we did to the whole of the gunner class. So it has happened before, and it could potentially happen again. It's a bit hard to just target one bot or specific bots because we also don't have that much space in order to put too many effects in there. But maybe you can give some love to some class at some point if it makes sense. But the problem now though is like I think all the classes have its usage and the game is kind of geared more to offense. So maybe it's not a good opportunity to buff something up. But yeah, in the future it could happen.
Sure.
So, winners and the answer. Which was the answer, Dale?
The answer was Micro Machines. So
Micro
that was
Machines.
that was the answer.
Yeah, I recall that ad when I was a child, in Spanish, of course, but it was the same idea, talking super fast and saying all these things about the Micro Machines. So our winners for that question from Twitch is two primes from Prime Warfare, YouTube Defcon 64 from Con Crusher, and from Facebook is Lekofobot from Ark of Chaos. So congratulations.
Congratulations, everyone.
Sure.
I'm gonna do a question because I saw something
Yes.
about Titans. Someone
Yeah.
is asking if I could explain the tech tree better on how to unlock the tier 1 abilities fully. So that is when you are on tier 1 and you can level a one perk to level 1, but then you cannot always straight away go and put another bow into 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. The reason for that is we don't want straight away to people to be able to max the higher levels of a perk. So it's been designed to the second level to match the tier 2 unlock. So tier 2 unlocks at 5 spend points. So tier 3 unlocks after you spend like I think 10 points. So pretty much the third level matches tier 3, the fourth level matches tier 4, the 5 levels matches tier 5. This is kind of restricted from us because we want people to be able to give love to different perks instead of saying, oh, tier 2 I unlock ability extra damage for gunners. I'm just gonna go to level 5 and just have that, which is nice in kind of in a free world that we could have, but it's also uh, like we don't want to lead to be like, oh, I just want to get to that tier and then just throw everything in there and just hold behind. We kind of want to allow people to just spread around the love and then maybe find something that you didn't really want to use, but also it could be useful for you. So it was designed to be like that, to slowly unlock and not allow you straight away to throw all the points to one perk. There is a point though that everything unlocks, I think but that's 250 points spent.
Yeah. I will do the next question, Hyro, or do you want to pick the? It's up to you. Do you want to read the question and pick the winners, or?
Let's do the other way around. I will do a question this time, and you
Sure.
can pick the winners. Too much
Okay.
responsibility to me. The G1 Runabouts Alt mode was based on which British car? So G1 Runabouts, the car mode, based on a British car. Which one?
Okay. While we're waiting for people to get their answers in, there is a question:
the
how come there
answers.
was no CGI movie for the Titans?
Because we couldn't make one. Unfortunately, like a lot of the good, like amazing movies we made was because we had some in-house resource that unfortunately is not in the company anymore. So then it becomes quite a different proposal if you need to outsource it to someone else, and it becomes more expensive and yeah, it's a matter of that. Unfortunately, yeah, we used to be able to get the specific artist. We had two, I think, in the office, and they could spend their time and do it, and they would love to do that. But unfortunately, we don't have that resource anymore. So that's why we didn't have a CG movie for the Titans. And I'm heartbroken because I did want to have one, but who knows? Maybe in the future we can do something for something else. That would be cool.
Yeah, I mean the artwork is. Players have said the artwork for Titans is amazing. Some of the best artwork we've probably seen in the game. Some players have mentioned. You're giving me a funny. Have you seen better?
What?
Do you have better?
I wasn't actually looking at. Sorry.
Oh right. I was saying that how good the Titans artwork was, and then you like pulled a face. I was like,
No.
You've got a different favorite one then. Clearly.
No, yeah, I do love the artwork. I mean,
yeah, it's
like
amazing.
we have done quite a few really good ones. My personal favorite is the Volcanicus one.
That was great.
Volcanicus and Predaking. There's really some really nice effects, but I think this one is like probably like top three, if not the second one. But yeah, they're really good, and yeah, our artists have been doing some amazing work recently, and all the like we just want like, oh, when is the next opportunity for us to do a new like loading screen and then get some amazing art, and there will be some really good opportunities coming up for more amazing art.
Nice. Did you got the winners?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
just going to
nice.
randomly select some winners. So, what was the answer, Hyro?
The answer is Lotus Turbo Spirit or
Cool.
Spirit.
So
Cool car.
we've got Invader Jims. He's going to win from Twitch. So well done to you. We've got Christoph Dunn from Facebook. You win on there. Let me just copy and paste this. And then we've got on YouTube. Let's see what we've got on here. Jay, I've copied and pasted you. So yeah, there's our 3 winners. So if you've got any more questions, because we've got 8 minutes left, unless Yanis and Hyro want to go over anything.
I wanted to mention this convention. Did you have the image, Johannes? Or I can just set it as background.
Sorry, yeah, we need to speak about something. Let me try to do that. No, I had no chance to prepare this.
No, don't worry. It's been a crazy day for everyone. It's kind of too big, probably. Can you see it?
Wait, I'll do this. Oh.
I Rose put it on his. So it is the rollout roll call, Sunday the 28th of November. Fording Bridge Town Hall, SB6 1AS.
Yeah, so that's a Transformers convention promoted by Nathan. Go there if you're nearby. It's gonna be amazing.
Cool. Apparently, also people were asking us to put the video that we showed in PulseCon, but I refuse to do that. So, but I think people can go and watch PulseCon, which is a good opportunity to see other stuff that happening from Hasbro, and you can see the video that we saw the animation for the new combiners. But yeah, hopefully we can actually do them justice in the stream soon enough and show them animate and actually start talking more about them. Without me talking through them on a kind of weird video that we had to do for it.
And you had to see like 30 times.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. Actually, some people might have. I think there was. I was using OBS, the thing we use for the stream, to record it. So there was some time it went live for a little bit, just while I'm preparing for that video. So some people who probably had seen me actually doing the entry sequence to that, which was not fun.
Wow. Gioda320 says, can you share anything about what you're working on for the game now that Titans has released? People think that's it, Yanis.
Endgame, we're done.
Endgame, that's it, we're done. Goodbye, Yanis.
Oh no, someone will think that's serious, please.
What's next?
There's a lot of stuff that are next. No, we're not closing the game. We're not finished doing stuff. Unfortunately, I won't say what's next because I might talk about it really early, like Titans, and people will be there for the next 3 months. When is this thing coming? Why you just talk about it like 5 months ago? I don't know when we just first talked about Titans. It won't be the war stuff that I've promised. That's the only thing I can say, and that's mainly because we are actually currently working on that other stuff at the same time. So we're working Titans. We had a different team actually working on this, and it's kind of in a kind of position when it's nearly finishing. So we're gonna get this out of the way, and then the thing after that will be some wars and alliances optimizations. So stuff that some of our top alliances ask to change some stuff in wars that be the same for a long time. But I'm not gonna promise exactly what that is because we just have to see, I guess, what works, what's easy to do, and what people will like. But yeah, that will be, I think, the second update down the line, or the third, because there's some other stuff happening, but I don't think that's kind of like gonna be that much of a code update. There's a lot of stuff happening anyway.
Yeah, it's busy. We're busy. Cool.
And some people are asking for bugs to be fixed. So yeah.
Fix the bugs. Hashtag.
I mean, yeah, we're currently working on all the Titan bugs and some other improvements. So there's gonna be a build coming up, I think, this week. I have some improvements on Titans, some of the UI, some bug fixes with them, and some other stuff. We are investigating performance issues again on iOS devices. There's always stuff and improvements happening on the background.
Nice one. That's all the questions from my side, unless you want to pick anything out specific that I've not picked up, Giannis or Hyro.
Not seen anything.
I mean, I ask you this all the time. They want a third research slot. I mean, it's just a weekly. Every stream we have this question.
Yeah, and every string I'd say the same thing, possible in the future, but not yet.
Yeah. Not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
no crossovers either. So
No planned crossovers that I know of. But we have Hasbro coming up soon, so we'll see what they tell us. Who knows?
Maybe they'll ask for like a third research slot. Maybe their first demand will be third research slot, Giannis. We don't want anything else in the game.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Cool. Okay, I think that's all. So thanks for joining us once again, guys. It was a busy stream. We saw a few things. We saw the Trick or Trick event happening on Halloween this weekend. Like Giza and Dazzle Strike, the latest combat bots that are also gonna be released this weekend. We showcase Blair and Runabout. Yeah. The new bots that's gonna come out in 2 weeks' time. Did a bit of questions, a bit of dialogue. So yeah, thanks for joining us. I hope to see you soon in another 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks for the release and Blur on Runabout.
Yeah, Blair. Oh, I have to be on that stream because I need to do the voice stuff.
Yeah, you're not escaping that, Giannis.
I was like, oh, maybe I'll take a break, but no, I have to be there. Cool. All right, guys. Thanks for joining
thanks.
us.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Good
All right,
time.
guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.